So yesterday, I mentioned in my previous video that the crypto market is probably going to end up taking another dump soon. And actually, it just now did exactly that the next day. So this is pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and look at all this. As you can see, 25.6K Bitcoin down 3.8%, Ethereum down 5.7%, but everything else is down way more than this, such as BNB being down 10%. We have XRP down 7.7%. We have Cardano down 21%. Now, why is Cardano all the way down 21%? Solana's all the way down 23%. Polygon's all the way down 26%. And that is because what Robinhood did. Robinhood has to delist Cardano, Polygon, and Solana. They're delisting all three of those tokens because the SEC will come after them if they do not do it. So Robinhood has decided to delist certain crypto assets from its trading platform after the Securities and Exchange Commission deemed them unregistered securities. So they decided to get ahead of the curve and they delisted all of those assets. So they're probably going to end up delisting some more as well. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. But pretty much they're gonna have to credit all that to people's Robinhood accounts if they don't sell it by June 27th. So this is definitely pretty interesting to see. But hey, I called this. I knew something was gonna happen with the crypto market. I knew prices were gonna drop. And yes, there are huge drops inside of Cardano. There's huge drops in Solana, huge drops in Polygon. And yes, this is a bloodbath, as people are calling it. You can see down here, altcoin bloodbath as exchanges reshape landscape. This is only going to be temporary. Now, yes, I actually see more people are flowing into Bitcoin from here. So what you can actually see, Bitcoin's only down 3.8%. That's pretty big. So if Bitcoin is hardly down anything, you got to think about what that really means for the crypto market. It means that first, before things pop off, they're probably going to pop off on Bitcoin first. So when we have the actual bull market, it's probably going to end up hitting Bitcoin first, and then people are going to sell from there, and then they're going to pretty much trickle it down into altcoins. So Bitcoin is doing extremely well. And right now, if you want to look at the Bitcoin dominance, you can see the Bitcoin dominance is actually increasing a lot more. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance is going crazy right now. It went from 47% on the 6th of June all the way up to 49.16% now. It hasn't been that high for a very long time. So if you look at it, Bitcoin dominance really hasn't been this high. Mm, almost almost months and months and months, almost really a full year if you want to go all the way back and look at it. So yeah, Bitcoin dominance has not been this high in a very, 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 very long time. The last time it was this high was probably last year. Let's be honest. This is pretty high for Bitcoin dominance. And I think it's actually a pretty good thing for the crypto market because as more money flows into Bitcoin, when Bitcoin succeeds, then people start to sell a little bit and then trickle down into other cryptos. So right now, what we're looking at right now with Bitcoin, I did mention that we're going to come back down into this area here. So I like to look at support areas rather than support levels because you're never really going to hit exactly a support level. So this lower 25K area is really our support level, well, mid 25K area. And I mentioned it yesterday in the video because if you look at the oscillator, we were way overbought here on the oscillator. We had too much buying pressure, so we just ended up having a pullback here coming in for Bitcoin. So it's pretty interesting to see. If you look at it from the 4-hour chart, probably looks a lot better here. But yeah, we're still looking towards this area here, and I've been talking about this trend line, how we're gonna go back down to 24K, possibly 23 or possibly 21K. And if we hit this trend line and actually respect it and don't go below it, then yes, that'll be good. But if we do go below it, it's not too bad. We have a support level all the way down at 19K. So I still think if we go down to like 20K, 19K, we still have good support down there, and we actually still have moderate activity down there. So if we go down there, it's really not that bad. So I'm expecting to drop down to 23, 24K though. 20K, 19K, that's a little bit on the low side, but it's still possible. Now, as for the other cryptos, there's a huge buying opportunity being presented for stuff like Solana, Cardano, And there's just huge buying opportunities, and for Polygon as well. And also, if you want to go ahead and look at some other things, there also are other buying opportunities like XRP down 7.8%, BNB. There's a lot of controversy with BNB, so I'm not telling you, hey, go buy BNB. No, there's a lot of controversy. So that would be a really big risk and a roll the dice type of situation. But you got stuff like Tron down 13.6%. You got Litecoin down 14%. You got Polkadot 12.3%. And no, this doesn't mean that we're not just going to continue to drop. We may continue to drop even more. You know, you got Avalanche 19.7%, Shiba Inu 18.4%. But it's very, very important to pay attention to stuff like this, because whenever there's a signal being thrown up, you just can't ignore it. And I noticed that signal yesterday, and I did not want to ignore it. But this is a good buying opportunity. It doesn't mean that these cryptos aren't going to continue to go down, though. There's a huge possibility that these cryptos do continue to go down, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to. So let's keep going over some other stuff here. Talk about the altcoin bloodbath that's going on, that they're talking about here. So down here it says Bitcoin price 200-week trend line support fails. So it says losing the 200-week MA shouts for downwards continuation on the trend. And remember what I mentioned, how it could continue to go a little bit lower. So there is that possibility that it still continues to go a little bit lower. So it says, this person here, Crypto Tony, he says, these altcoin drops get me way too excited in crypto, as they really do not come by that often. Get some incredible entries. Yes, there could be some entries, but we're also seeing that Bitcoin broke an important support level. And right now, we're holding at a very, very important level here inside of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is to break this level, then we are pretty much expecting a sharper drop downwards, more steep drop. So we could see it going down a little bit more. So it's very, 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 very important to pay attention to what happens next. And yes, there still is good buying opportunities in the crypto market. I mean, a 20% discount is actually pretty good. But anyways, on the 13th of June, we're still going to have our inflation rate for the U.S. They're going to be coming out with the inflation rate, core inflation rate, and the month over month, year over year, all that good stuff. They're also going to be coming out with the PPI on the 14th. They're going to be coming out with the Fed press conference on the 14th as well. They're going to be looking at the interest rate decision as well. And they're also going to be looking at retail sales on the 15th. So we're going to have a lot for our financial markets coming up very soon. And this will definitely affect the crypto market one way or another. So I'll keep you all updated on that to see exactly what happens there. And as for Robinhood, I mean, Robinhood has never really been a crypto exchange anyways. And the reason why they're doing this is they don't want to get attacked by the SEC, because they know they're not a crypto exchange. They're more for the stock market. They don't really care about the whole crypto side. They're like, look, if we got to delist it, then we're going to go ahead and do that so we can stay on top of the business. And that's exactly what they're doing. So they made a good decision, honestly, so their platform doesn't just get targeted by the SEC. But anyways, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Come over here and check out cryptomillionaires.shop for the best crypto merch in the industry. We got a lot of good crypto merch over here for both men and women if you want to check this out. So yeah, definitely check out the crypto merch on cryptomillionaires.shop. And if you want to sign up for Mexi Global, definitely go ahead and do that. Link in the description. You can get 10% off your trading fees. And as always, I'll be back with another video.